You're welcome into the locker room on Smooth 98.1. It's Zibby here, and it's all about sports. Of course, we can't do this without the woman who is celebrating Women's Day today, Tega. Yay! Tega, do
TGIF, TGIF.
give away.
We are coming. We are coming. There are many reasons we will do giveaway. First of all, when CAF tells us, we are celebrating Women's Day today. So when CAF tells us that when the Women's African Cup of Nations that is supposed to hold this year will hold, we'll do giveaway. But
Really,
I don't
Tega?
know. Yes, so because you can't be celebrating International Women's Day when you don't know when you are holding the Women's African Cup of Nations.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's true. I
And,
agree.
and speaking of International Women's Day, while we are on the case, I just said let me touch base with Red Bull. So remember that Christian Horner had that complaint of inappropriate behavior? Remember there were actually messages and evidence?
Have you seen them?
Well, not yet, because he has put his lawyers on it that anybody that publishes the leaked message will be sued. Anyway, as if that's not bad enough, the woman that made the complaint, she has been suspended by Red Bull. And Christian Horner is still team principal. Happy International Women's Day.
Like, no, but this is really, it's really not good though.
It's not. So Red Bull has come out to be that team that can be discriminatory. But let's see how this thing is still unraveling. So let's see how it goes on from here. So they're in Saudi Arabia this weekend, and we just heard by Thursday that she was suspended. So let's see what legal action she's going to take, because Christian Horner, like I said, is still team principal. So why are they suspending her? So if they're saying, "Oh, we want to suspend you for your part in this," I understand that, and then Christian Horner should be suspended too.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's see how that unravels. But while we wait for Red Bull to finish all their discrimination or alleged discrimination before they come out for me, let's talk about what's going to happen this weekend. There's going to be a Liverpool Manchester City match. We'll be touching on that. We'll also touch on what is happening in Indian Wells with the men's tennis. I just want to say it's International Women's Day again, and they're showing the men's tennis, but they're not showing the women's own. And the thing is happening at the same center. It's all I'm saying.
What a fine day for discrimination.
What a fine day for International Women's Day.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll talk about what's happening at Indian Wells. I know Naomi Osaka just finished playing early hours of this morning and she won her match. So let's see how that continues and proceeds in Indian Wells. We'll also talk about it's no longer a race anyway. Because Inter Milan has completely won that. But we'll talk about what's going to happen in the Italian Serie A and the La Liga. But before we do all of this, Zibby, please tell us, how can we be a part of the locker room this morning?
All right, 3 ways. You can catch the live stream on our YouTube channel. Okay, there's my camera. Hi, we're on YouTube, Smooth981. That's the channel. You can also send us a message via WhatsApp, 0809 444 981. And you can also tweet at Smooth981. Are we opening up the phone lines today, Tega?
I don't know. Should we have a therapy session? When we get to what Pochettino said, we may open the phone lines.
Oh, wow. Oh, maybe we shouldn't. Okay.
All right, so let's go to the headlines first, and then we'll take the stories one after the other.
Okay. All Africa Games, Flying Eagles lose 1-2 to Uganda in opener. Postman Joshua vows to deliver victory over Ngannou. Mike Tyson to face Jake Paul in heavyweight bout streamed on Netflix in July. Ka-ching! Man City out to hand Liverpool reality check in Anfield showdown. Leaders Real Madrid turn attention to ex-boss Benitez's struggling Celta. Chelsea's Pochettino sympathizes with fans' frustrations. Bologna's Champions League credentials face Inter test. Arsenal Saka, Martinelli hand boss Arteta fitness boost for Brentford match.
So we start with the games in Ghana, where the Flying Eagles, well, did not really take off. All right.
Now, the Flying Eagles have started their campaign on a rather disappointing note after falling 1-2 to Uganda yesterday in their group opener at the All Africa Games men's football tournament.
So I think after the match, Ladamboso was talking about, oh, we're going to have a meeting and everybody will tell us their thoughts. And I'm just like, is that the primary problem right now? You know, we went to Ghana. So for the Africa Games, it's under 20 teams, under 20 teams for women, under 20 teams for men. First of all, news coming out of the Africa Games, um, Cameroon has rejoined their entire team. They're like, we're not about this business.
How and why?
They have other financial troubles. So I'm guessing they're thinking between this and, well, other things that we have to prosecute this year would forfeit the All Africa Games. So there's that. I think I spoke about the misappropriation of funds or the mismanagement of funds that people are talking about in Ghana, and how they fired their sports commissioner or minister, well, if that's the right word that they use there. So we've touched on that, but let's talk about the games now. I've already mentioned that Nigeria has won a medal in table tennis with Edem Offiong. Yeah, a bronze medal in table tennis with Edem Offiong. And that Egypt continues to beat us. I think Nigeria would have had much more medals in table tennis if not that there was a country called Egypt. So at this point in time, it's like every time Nigeria has any medal homes, the rival is Egypt.
Wow.
And they definitely come out tops, because in Africa, I think Egypt, they've locked down that table tennis. But the focus now was on football, and you'd expect that Nigeria was going to do great things, and it's against Uganda. But they turned out losing that match by 2-1. It was, and I understand how it can be haphazard, how it can be disjointed. But at the end of the day, the result is the result, and the game is the game. If you carry a team, a Nigerian team against a Ugandan team, everybody, including the Ugandan team, would expect to lose. And so to come out of that with a loss on the Nigerian side is a tough one, but it's just the first match of the games. And usually it's a good time to catch, superior opponents off their game in the first match of the game. So I'm not going to start crying, oh, woe is me, everything is done and dusted. No, it's the first match. Let's see how they respond to this in the second match. And hopefully they can go further in this tournament. But Ladam Boso is not a spring chicken when it comes to age tournaments, age grade tournaments, and so he'll know how to navigate this. So let's hear what happens after the meeting that they're all supposed to have today.
All right. Former world champion Anthony Joshua described himself as a postman who will deliver victory against Francis Ngannou in Friday's heavyweight clash in Riyadh.
I just want to say, tonight is not about just delivering victory, because Tyson Fury also won against Ngannou. Everybody and their pets knew that Tyson Fury shouldn't have won that fight unanimously. So there was that controversy. And then the fact that, Ngannou stood Tyson Fury toe to toe, even if the official result is that he lost. Ngannou has bragging rights. I mean, see the way Ngannou was talking down on boxing. Oh, if you were in an octagon, I would have decked you. I would have done this. I would have done that. So I don't think AJ's job is not to win today. AJ's job is to knock out Ngannou. That's the only redemption. Knock him out. Any other thing, I mean, because this guy is not even a boxer. So for a UFC fighter, for a UFC fighter to be matching you professional boxers toe to toe, and some of your best boxers in recent time, it's not healthy for the sport. Like that Tyson Fury's own. If you saw the fight, you would know. Tyson Fury did not beat Ngannou.
So he struggled.
He massively.
Wow.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, they gave that fight to Tyson Fury to redeem the boxing
For the good of the
sport
game.
for the good of the game, then so that there will be peace in the city. That's why they gave. Otherwise, nothing. It wasn't convincing. So AJ's job today is not to go in there and be victorious. That's not the assignment, Oga. The assignment is to knock out Ngannou. Take him very well that when he thinks of boxing the next time, he will be calculating. So that's what he needs to do. It's not I'm going to go there and deliver the victory. And both of them, during the weigh-ins, they're not really at it. It was all niceties, almost like
Aw,
two
African
cousins were
bonding.
two cousins were meeting in December. That's not how you do these kind of things. You have to get ready to beat him mercilessly. Otherwise, I mean, it's not a good show for the sport. So let's see how that pans out for them. But yeah, that fight is today. The thing is, Ngannou is in very good shape, and I would say this: mixed martial arts is a completely different animal. So boxing is, I mean, the technicalities is what gives the boxers advantage, if you ask me, not necessarily strength and stamina. And so let's see how AJ fares against Ngannou. But yeah, um, AJ's job is not just to win; it's a rescue mission for the sport of boxing.
Oh wow. Talk about a huge responsibility on his fine
Oh, he
shoulders.
better deliver because Ngannou doesn't have good mouth.
All right, still on boxing, a former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson will face YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul in a fight that will be streamed by Netflix on the 20th of July. And this is at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, which is the home of the NFL's Dallas Cowboys.
I want to say this that it's an insult on boxing to call Jake Paul a boxer. But then again, the sport of boxing is fast becoming a joke. Everybody wants to get into the ring. The other time it was Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg that wanted to get into the ring. Then there are sportscasters saying that, you know what, let's settle it in the ring. So everybody just is becoming a joke. I mean, Jake Paul cannot be called a boxer of any category.
No.
But he's getting into the ring. What he does is he brings money. And you know what they say? Money answereth all things. And so
Wow.
once a person can pull that kind of money, then he's allowed to do what he's going to do. On a normal day, Jake Paul shouldn't be getting into a ring with Tyson Fury. But this is a
Mike
bucket
Tyson.
list. Sorry, with Mike Tyson, sorry. But this is a bucket list kind of fight. Oh, I got in the ring with Mike Tyson and I survived. Um,
Right.
this is entertainment. That's what it is. It's entertainment. Because even if, look, should Mike Tyson meet Jake Paul on the road and Jake Paul annoyed him, he would knock him out.
Easily.
It's expected that by the time he's done with him, Jake Paul will not be able to know if his name is Jake Paul or whatever else that comes from. He wouldn't know that. But this is entertainment. There's money involved. They are streaming live, the views and all of that can increase the PR for boxing, and that's why this fight is going on. So I think the reason I'm talking about it is because it's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Everybody still, if you watch Mike Tyson fight, there's still that nostalgia of let me see what he looks like now in a ring. That's the reason we are watching this thing. We don't really expect a fight because a fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is suicide mission.
Wait, so are you worried? I mean, I'm a bit worried, to be
Oh no,
honest.
he's going to hold back. There's no even play about it.
Oh, so there is a
They're,
chance that Jake Paul might get the upper hand.
they are going to put on a good show, but he's going to hold. Look, does he want to carry out a dead body from that ring? No. This
Okay.
one is purely entertainment.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, think about it. Even Mike Tyson now,
Mm,
at his age,
yeah. I've seen his training videos. He looks like
they
he
won't.
is in
Do you
very good
understand? They
shape.
won't let you. They won't let you fight an amateur boxer now. It's not. It's irresponsible. Even if
Okay.
there's a chance that the amateur boxer will beat you, it's irresponsible.
Wow.
Because come on, he's a trained fighter. Come on.
But it would
So
be
he
embarrassing if he, because of money, let Jake Paul win, though. That would be
no, I don't
horrible.
know that he would let Jake Paul win, but I know that he will hold back.
Okay.
He cannot come in the full force of Mike Tyson. It's like wrestling with your 5-year-old nephew. You understand? That's how
Right, right.
you play act some part of it. Come on.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm just happy at least Mike is getting a bag of money after this. So that's
End
good.
of discussion. End of
Mhm.
discussion.
All right, it's the locker room on Smooth 98.1. Stay with us. We see your messages coming through. The conversation continues shortly. Ha. Tega, I said, let's money not cause Mike Tyson to go and fall his hand, though.
I think because of his reputation, he win this fight. But again, he still can't come as Mike Tyson. People want to kill Jake Paul.
Like the videos I saw of Mike, like the guy is like Elijah
Ah,
Muhammad Ali.
ah, in that shape, he will kill somebody.
uh, that Jake Paul, I just hate that he has so much money that he can throw money at people and do any nonsense, to be honest.
And that's why they say you should make money.
My
That's
dear.
why they say you should make money.
So that one
If you
small
make
boy will not use you for
if
change.
you make money, they will not use you to do what they call the mannequin, because
Exactly.
that's what Mike Tyson is doing now.
Wow. But I'm just glad at least he'll get a huge amount of money. But I don't want him to
Yeah, he'll
ruin
get
his
money.
legacy.
There'll be publicity. His
Yeah.
videos will be streamed again, which means he'll get paid some more.
Oh,
So
that's
that
good.
kind
So
of
it's a
thing.
win-win-win for him.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah. Mike. Jake Paul, though, the money that guy has, the money gives him guts. I like it in a way.
No, it's a bucket list. He's living his dream. That's what it
Oh
is.
my
He's
God.
just thinking about fight Mike Tyson,
Like,
um, sing
oh
with Drake, all those kind of
yeah.
everything, every fantasy you had, you just be
All
ticking it
right,
off
Tega,
because you
let's
have
go
money.
on.
Okay.
It's the locker room on the Smooth Breakfast and Smooth 98.1. It's Tega and Zibby. We're talking all about sports. We see your messages coming. Keep them coming. 0809 444 We're streaming live as well on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. You can catch the live stream. It's Smooth 981 on YouTube.
All right. So let's touch on the weekend and then we take some messages.
Okay. There is a sense of destiny around Liverpool as the final act of Jurgen Klopp's trophy-laden Anfield reign plays out. But on Sunday, this seemingly unstoppable force that is Manchester City will seek to deliver a reality check.
All right. And I don't know if it will be a reality check because the way Liverpool are, I told you the form that Liverpool are in right now. You can just put any random person in a Liverpool jersey, put him on that team, and he'll deliver the results. That's what it is. Their dominance is infectious. And just yesterday in the Europa, I think that they traveled to Sparta Prague, and then they still beat them 5-1. They allowed one goal, so it will be like you are playing at home, so your fans will have something to applaud. They gave them that one goal, then they scored 5. The tie is over. I don't think UEFA should allow the second leg to hold, but I guess they have to
Wow.
play it. But yeah, so you think about it. Liverpool winning 5-1, being in great form, being in great shape, and despite the amount of injuries that they have, they're still delivering the results convincingly. It's much more than football for them now. It's a farewell present to their departing coach. But you also look at the Manchester City side midweek. They also won the Champions League by 3-1. Erling Haaland is still scoring. The team is still playing brilliant football, and so when you look at it, I was saying that Liverpool scored 5 and Manchester City scored 3. That this weekend we must have goals galore. And somebody said, "Well, they've scored all their goals in Europe. This match is going to end in a goalless draw." So I want to throw it open now. Manchester City is taking on Liverpool for a chance to go top of the table and maybe win a 4th consecutive title.
Mm.
What do you think the score line will be. The numbers to send your messages to are
0809 4440981. That's the WhatsApp number. 0809 4440981.
tell us. So Manchester City taking on Liverpool. The proverbial elephants are fighting. Is it the ground that will suffer or one of the elephants will go down? Or tell us, Liverpool, Manchester City, what's the score line? It's happening in Anfield, so it's Liverpool, Manchester City. And Anfield is a very dominant force. So I would say, no, I will give my opinion on the match after I hear your results. All right. So let me not give you my expo. So tell me, what do you think the scoreline will be? Liverpool taking on Manchester City on Sunday. What's your predicted scoreline? All right, let's see some messages.
Okay, let's see. Liverpool 3, Man City 1, and this message is from Olajuwon. Is that Hakeem? Okay. All right.
You said you have nostalgia.
I know. Victor Sheo says, please give us updates on the upcoming Olympics in Paris later this year. Tayo says that finger snap Banganu against Fury had him reconsidering his life choices. It's Cameroon versus Nigeria. The game is on, but we don't know who's winning. I hope Jake Paul wrote his will because he'll soon know that age is not a number and all that taunting tastes like disrespect. Ooh. And then on to the Liverpool Man City prediction. Tayo says it's a 2-2 draw for me. AY from okay.
No, I'm listening to you. AY, yes, please.
Okay, AY from Oniru says the Liverpool Man City Premier League fixture on Sunday afternoon will be a title deciding game for both teams. I'm expecting another chess game of football filled with a lot of tactical moves, but this time around also many goals. My prediction is Liverpool 2, Man City 3. Cruz says we need a 4-round bout between smooth President Zibby and Princess Tega. Not on International Women's Day.
That one is not happening. That one is not happening. I'm telling you, we'll just sit down and be eating.
That is it. Let's see. Emeka Onelum says, I pray for a draw between Liverpool and City because if they draw and Arsenal wins against Brentford, the Elephants will be sitting comfortably on top of the table.
No, they'll be sitting on top of the table, but it will not be comfortable. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, they're playing at Anfield, so I would say this: with the way Manchester City has been going recently, struggling to break the dog, even if they do score goals, but they sometimes go behind. I think Liverpool just has a slight advantage. I do think that in the form Liverpool are in, they do have a slight advantage, and seeing that it's at Anfield, but Sunday will tell because this is the Premier League and anything can literally happen. All right, so let's go to the next story.
Leaders Real Madrid will have their focus back on La Liga this Sunday after their midweek Champions League close shave and welcome an old acquaintance in Rafa Benitez, who's going through a rough patch with relegation battling Celta Vigo.
Yeah, so Celta Vigo was the team that people were expected to do some magic this season. Unfortunately, it's Girona that is doing that magic. But Celta Vigo has some interesting players on their team. Iago Aspas not being the least amongst them, and you expect that they should be battling for European places. But here they are trying to survive relegation, especially after they brought in Rafa Benitez, a man with reputation, with good history of managing big clubs and bringing out results. So it's a tough time for Celta Vigo, and then it makes matters worse that they're going to face a Real Madrid side. Now, regardless of what you think about Real Madrid's escape route in the UEFA Champions League, where Leipzig really did have opportunity after opportunity to knock Real Madrid out. And at the end of the day, they lost that match by 2-1 to a Real Madrid side that I think did 2-1 on aggregate. I think did the job really in the first leg, because that second leg was nothing to write home about. Regardless of the form you think Real Madrid are in, you must say that Real Madrid do have a chance of getting all 3 points against Celta Vigo. So I don't know how it's going to get any easier on Rafa Benitez and Celta Vigo, but on this day in the La Liga, I'd say Real Madrid would definitely win against Celta Vigo. But they'll only do that after Barcelona play today. Barcelona play Mallorca today. So tough one. And then Atletico Madrid will play against Cadiz over the weekend. So those are the interest. I think all the fixtures that the top teams are playing are easily winnable fixtures on paper. On paper, real life can be completely different.
I agree. All right. Do we go to messages or move on to another story?
Let's just do another story because time is fast spent.
Okay. Chelsea's under pressure manager, Mauricio Pochettino, says he can sympathize with the club's disgruntled fans. Why did they have to use disgruntled? Who vented their frustration during last week's draw at Brentford. Tega, unmute thyself.
I've done it again.
Yes, you have.
Well, it's a tough one for Mauricio Pochettino right now. Because you think about the money that they spent, the way the team is going. 1 minute they are great, the next minute they are not delivering results, especially against teams that they should be delivering results against. So it's a tough one for Chelsea. Now Chelsea are 11th in the Premier League. They were 10th before. At least people said you wanted movement. So they've moved from 10th to 11th. So Chelsea are now 11th on the table, and on Monday they host Newcastle United. Now it's a tough one because Newcastle may be in their own situation, but Newcastle sometimes when they face the big teams, they want to show that they are one of the big boys. And I guess that's what is going to make this match even tougher for the Chelsea side. But Chelsea this season have also played against some big teams and delivered some big results. Cue in Chelsea, Manchester City, where everybody thought Chelsea was going to come away black and blue. And it was instead Manchester City that managed to scrape a draw out of that fixture. So Chelsea has the opportunity to deliver in big matches. The problem is fans will not be satisfied. 11th on the table for a side that made buys to contend for the Premier League title. That's not acceptable. So yeah, I think regardless of what Mauricio Pochettino does this season, I'm not sure he will survive. His job will survive this season. I think he may go with the transfer window. But let's see what the owners think.
Okay. It seems more a matter of time if, when, not if, Inter Milan will win the Serie A title. But behind them, the race for the Champions League qualification is heating up, and Bologna's credentials will be tested when they host the league leaders on Saturday.
Yeah, Bologna has gone, I think, 6 games in a row, undefeated. So they're in a good vein of form right now. And just when you think, yeah, everything is good and Christmas is coming, then you have the misfortune of facing Inter Milan, who are 15 points clear at the top of the table. It just looks a daunting task. Like you look like you're going to win, but if Bologna is going to get to the UEFA Champions League spot, they're going to have to fight some of these big teams and get results against them. And so this is their opportunity to really test if they are ready for the UEFA Champions League. So I guess if you want to be one of the big boys, you have to beat some of the big boys. It's that simple. All right, on that note, let's take some messages and round up with those messages because we are out of time.
All right, on YouTube, Abiodun says, I think City will edge it with a 3-2 win, regardless of their shaky defense. After that win, church don't close.
Ah.
Let's see.
Let's see some more messages, especially the Liverpool, Manchester City.
Yes, James from Satellite says it's going to be Liverpool 3 and Man City 1. Let's see. Oluwaseyi says most of the matches between City and Liverpool in the last few years have ended in a draw, especially in the league. So my money is on a draw. Hashtag bring back our girls. Mohammed says, Tega, how can you say Ngannou won when you said it Fury won after the match happened based on boxing rules and technique? So what changed? A knockdown is not a knockout. Muhammad Ali was knocked down many times but still won the fight. That knockdown was the only thing Ngannou did during the fight. He was just an ordinary pedestrian during the fight.
So
And
was Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was even worse. He didn't have knockdown. He didn't have any fight. Nothing. If you watch the fight, there's no way you would have said Tyson Fury won that fight, Muhammad.
okay.
And the good news is that it was recorded, so you can look at it again. But officially, like I said, the result is that Tyson Fury won.
Mm. All right. Well, okay. One last message. Tayo says Vinicius Jr. is a strange character in football. So if clubs in La Liga are racially abusing him, he's only to mete out violence by choking his opponents in European competitions. Racism drives you to the edge sometimes. Okay,
You
it's
know?
even distasteful that he was not sent off. It's
Okay, yeah,
PTSD
I
from
think
the
that was it.
racism.
I think that was it. I think that was it. The fact that he grabbed the guy back by the neck with both hands and wasn't sent off. I think that was a refereeing officiating problem. Yeah, shouldn't have done that, but no excuse for racist abuse. All right. On that note, want to say thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us. Thank you for sending in your messages. Thank you for sending in your predictions. We will hold you to your predictions come Monday. And hopefully your club will not be fodder for banter. On that note, have a great International Women's Day. Have a great weekend, and let's see you back in good health on Monday.
All right, that is it. Thank you so much, Tega. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your messages. Stay with us. Lagos Talk starts from 9 a.m.